My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video. I feel like this system has potential, you know? I don't know when that potential will be unleashed, but mark my words when a brother says this. If Nintendo can get their act together, you know, in my opinion, they've been slacking for a few years, but if Nintendo can finally get their act together, you know, dominate gaming the way they used to with the N64 and stuff like that, and really put all their effort and creativity, my brothers and sisters, into the Wii U, and, you know, come out with more exclusives instead of just the Mario games and the Zelda games that we're used to seeing on Nintendo consoles, and really give this system a shot. Mark my words when a brother says this. The Wii U potentially has the ability to be one of the best systems that has ever come out. Alright, peoples, this has been a long overdue video. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time now, but I was like, you know what? Let me fall. And my hat wants to fall back, but let me fall back, you know. I wanted to talk about Nintendo. You know, the Wii U has been getting a lot of jokes thrown in its direction lately, you know. Yes! Even I have been, you know, wanting to throw a couple of bang bang jabs at that Wii U, but don't get it twisted, my brothers and sisters. I respect Nintendo tremendously, okay? For the majority of us out there, we all grew up playing some type of Nintendo console. This gaming industry, just gaming in general, would not be where it is today without Nintendo. I firmly believe that gaming is better with Nintendo in it. But then at the same time, Nintendo seems to be lost in their ways. Like, Nintendo, I look at Nintendo as like an old person that tries to go to a college party. And now in the college party, you have, you know, all the kids, you know, doing the newest dances, and then in comes Nintendo still doing the electric slide. Like, Nintendo, it seems like they're living in the past, and it's like, you can't do that no more. The Wii U, let's be honest, the Wii U has been a disappointment thus far, okay? Some people literally consider this console irrelevant, like it's not even on their radar. Some people still think to this very day that the Wii U is an accessory to the Wii. Like, even Satoru Iwata himself has come out and says, yes, please understand. You know, the Wii U, let's be honest, okay, it's drop all the fanboys. I still do not know how till this very day you'll have these Nintendo fanboys still somehow, somewhere trying to come up with any reason possible to somehow say, oh no, the Wii U is right on course right now. Trust and believe. No, the Wii U has been a disappointment since launch, you know, and the thing is, it got a 1 year plus head start, you know, over Sony and Microsoft before they dropped the PS4 and Xbox One. Now that those consoles are out, you're starting to see it get worse for the Wii U. Not so, because I don't ever think Nintendo will fade from the gaming industry. You know, the people saying that's not going to happen. The Nintendo 3DS might be the best handheld of all time, okay? So Nintendo, they're not going anywhere. They got the handheld market on lock. I actually think that Sony should call Nintendo and say, Nintendo, how can we make our Vita more relevant? Because Nintendo knows what they're doing when it comes to handhelds. But when it comes to consoles, it's a completely different story. The Wii U has been a disappointment, and now that the PS4 and Xbox One are out, it's going to be even tougher to, you know, try to make the Wii U more appealing than the PS4 or Xbox One. For the majority of people out there, when you go to stores, what are you looking to buy if you don't have a console? Are you looking to buy a PS4? Are you looking to buy an Xbox One? Or are you looking to buy that Wii? You know? I mean, I'm just being real. You know, it's hard to find PS4s right now. And yes, it's still, you know, a hot item. But, you know, the Xbox One and PS4 since launch have sold tremendously well. Okay, I think since the Wii U in its entire lifespan of being out, it sold a little over 4 million units. Someone correct me on that. I'm not sure of the exact amount, but I think it's a little over 4 million units sold worldwide. Okay, the PS4 and Xbox One, they haven't even been out like 3 months yet, and like it's they definitely are off to a good start so far. And yes, the Wii U, I don't want to get you guys twisted. The Wii U, it does have great games coming this year, because I firmly believe that the Wii U, it will pick up steam this year, but will it be enough steam to really compete with the PS4 and Xbox One? The PS4 and Xbox One is like the modern day gaming consoles, and when you think about the Wii U, you almost can't compare the Wii U to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, because it's a completely different console. They're not going for the hardcore gamers out there, and again, this is all my opinions, but it doesn't seem like Nintendo is going for the hardcore gamers out there. The Wii U, it is weaker than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The online service is not as good as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. You still can't really get those hardcore mature rated titles on the Wii U, unless you want to say, well, we got Zombie. I mean, you just do not. When you look at the Wii U and you just think about Nintendo, you just still think Mario, Donkey Kong, all those family, those friendly type games. And I really think Nintendo needs to reinvent itself. You don't have to drop Mario, you don't have to drop Donkey Kong, you don't have to drop Zelda, you don't have to drop freaking Cranky. You don't have to drop none of that stuff. But it seems like Nintendo, they're so focused on their classic exclusive titles, and it's like they need to start making more new IPs and bringing IPs that, and just bringing exclusives back that people have been asking for quite some time. Bring back Star Fox, bring back Metroid Prime, bring back F-Zero, all that stuff, and it's like it's just, when you think about Nintendo, you're not getting all the variety of games that you can get on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. You got a lot of these third party games not coming to the Wii U, for whatever reason. But it's just, when you think about a variety of different games that you can play, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One offer that. And with the Wii U, not saying that it doesn't offer a variety of games, but it's just not as much as the PlayStation and Xbox offer you. Nintendo, I really think they need to reinvent themselves, because they're living in the past. They're still trying to do the electric slide, and right now people are doing, the Dougie, So me personally, I think Nintendo needs to reinvent itself. The console, the Wii U, it's really been a disappointment thus far, and it's crazy because when you look at how successful the Wii was, I remember when the Wii came out, like I'm talking about a year into this thing, you still couldn't find these things in stores. Like, I never seen Wii's in stores. The Wii was extremely successful. So it's crazy how they go from a console like that to the Wii U. It's crazy to me, but that's what's been happening with Nintendo, Again, I don't think that they'll fade away, but they definitely need to reinvent themselves, because if they keep going on this path that they're going, and let's say when, the next Super Smash Bros. Does come out, let's hypothetically say that game is a fail. If that game fails, because let's be honest, that's the most highly anticipated game for the Wii U this year. If that game fails, kind of like Brawl did, because Brawl cannot touch Super Smash Bros. Melee. I'm sorry. If that game, I feel the next Super Smash Bros. Has to be at least on Melee standards or better. If that game fails, It's over. It's over, dude, because a lot of people have been on the record saying, you know, I might get a Wii U this year, you know, because Super Smash Bros. Is coming out. That's probably Nintendo's still biggest exclusives. Everyone loves to play Super Smash Bros. So they have that coming, and they got, you know, they have other exclusives coming out this year. But will it be enough really to compete with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? You know, I just don't know. And then there's been some rumors of Nintendo making a new console. What was that junk called? The Fusion? I think it was called the Fusion. You know, whatever. But I've been on the record many a time saying, like, yo, the Wii gimmick now is just not working. And again, that goes back to Nintendo reinventing itself. I'm not saying that, you know, they should just drop the Wii U and just start over and be like, okay, whatever, we failed, here's a new console. You don't want to drop it that fast, but I do, in my personal opinion, I think in the next 2 years, Nintendo should seriously think about making another console that is more, you know, with you know, up with today's standards of what is needed in gaming. I truly believe, like, I've been on the record saying, if if Nintendo says, okay, Wii U was a fail, whatever, okay, but get this, okay, GameCube 2 coming summer 2016. What's up? Like, if they, because the GameCube, I think the GameCube was Nintendo's, in my personal opinion, their last great console. I loved the heck out of the GameCube. I still think the GameCube was extremely underrated console. I had a GameCube before I had a PlayStation 2 or Xbox. Okay, that's how good the GameCube was to me. And, you know, but again, if the Wii U still, if you don't see significant progress with the Wii U this year, you know, because it does have some great titles coming to it this year, if you do not see progress, like, I'm talking about significant progress to where, like, the Wii U is getting, you know, for its standards, great sales, you know, if you don't see that this year, I really think Nintendo should highly consider making a new console. And maybe, who knows, maybe behind the scenes that's exactly what they're doing, you know. But could you imagine if they came out with a GameCube 2 and, you know, it was, you know, close to, you know, on the PS4 and Xbox One level, you know, in terms of, you know, power and stuff like that. And, you know, and again, you can keep the Marios, you can keep the Donkey Kongs, you can keep the Zelda, you can keep all that stuff. But when you want to reinvent yourself, you have to bring new IPs to it. And in my opinion, I just think Nintendo is so stuck on the past, and, like, they're still doing the electric slide, you know. So, you know, I honestly think if the Wii U does keep going on this path, that they should drop the Wii gimmick and make a new console. I personally believe that, you know, and that new console should be the GameCube 2, not the freaking Fusion. Okay, drop a GameCube 2 because it was a successful console and stuff like that. And then, you know, I think Nintendo would you know, go back to being, you know, what they once, you know, were, you know, because it seems like their image has, you know, taken a hit, you know, because when you think about, you know, consoles to play, the Wii is always that third option, you know, for most people. What do you guys think Nintendo should do? You know, should they keep on going with the Wii U and just hope that this year is a way better year than last year? Or do they really have to consider reinventing themselves and trying to keep up with what is, you know, a standard in today's gaming? You know, do they, you know, drop a new console and just forget about the whole Wii gimmick and come out with a GameCube 2? You know, leave your thoughts or comments. What does Nintendo have to do to get out of this struggle? You know, at least when it comes to consoles, because again, they have the handheld market on lock, but at least when it comes to consoles, what does Nintendo have to do? Leave your thoughts or comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys in my next video. All right, peace out.